Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video from Overbite Gaming. I am the majestic Snare and this is my radio disembodied voice. Snare, that was utter shit. Do not do that again. Welcome guys, thank you for joining me on today's video. Now today I want to talk about something that's probably not covered as much in videos as I'd probably like. It's about Warframe addiction, or maybe gaming addiction in general. Now, the World Health Organization has recently kind of talked about gaming addiction being a disorder, and it's kind of been classified as such, but I wanted to talk about Warframe's place in that and how I feel about Warframe's ability to kind of make you do a repetitive thing or a repetitive bunch of tasks within the game, but make you enjoy it, and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. So Warframe addiction, I think I class as much the same as any other addiction, where it interferes with your daily life and sort of takes you away from the people that you love, and takes away your time, your money, and your ability to do and function, or do things and function outside of that particular game. Now, Warframe, I think, is quite literally made to be an addictive experience. I think it's made to be something that you will keep coming back to. It's a content machine. It's a sausage machine of content. Now, we get that content in various ways, and it's very exciting, and there's bright lights and flashing, bits and pieces. And I'm trying to be as general as possible here, but it gives you content. It gives you things that you wouldn't have had the day before, the week before, the month before. It has levels. It has sort of strata of levels that you have to achieve to do certain things. It has all the classic MMO tropes of trying to addict you to playing it more. Now, let's be honest, we have seen recently, well, I've been party to it. The Warframe developers on the dev stream for TennoCon had like 500,000 or 750,000 people watching the stream concurrently. It was absolutely insane. I don't think I've ever seen a stream that big, honestly. And also for on Steam, the stats for the most concurrent players, etc. Massive spikes for when they released Planes of Eidolon and stuff like that. So I think they had the most played ever just after that, which was insane. So there's those kind of stats that circulate around it and show that there is a lot of love for the game. But whether that's love in a true love sense of, well done, good products, I have to stand by it, I believe in what you're doing and love it, or maybe it's a bit of a Stockholm syndrome where the captor starts to develop emotional connections and feelings for its captor. I'm not suggesting Warframe is a kidnapper, okay? I'm suggesting that is the love that I feel and other people feel for this game, is it because it's warranted, or is it something that's kind of forced by the gameplay mechanics and we've been hooked? Are we addicts? Now, I don't personally think I'm an addict to this game. I can put it down, I can disappear for a week, and it'd be fine. Recently my PC broke and I couldn't play Warframe for about a month, I think it was. It didn't bother me too much. I wanted to get on and play it, but I wasn't like going around the house and smashing things up, or trying to sell my grandmother's underpants for more platinum. It just didn't happen. Okay, so I think at this point in my Warframe journey, I'd say I'm displaying addictive behaviours, true, but not necessarily full-blown addiction. Okay, so I think most people that enjoy the game and want to play it more and play it frequently on the daily, or a couple of times a week, I think you probably are displaying addictive behaviours, because the game itself is quite a repetitive act. There's a set number of mission types, and you'll jump on and do those to grind some resources or rewards, or to roll the dice of the RNGesus, and it'll be something that you do to get enjoyment. So you put stuff in, the time, your resources, your effort, your attention, and you get stuff out, which is your rewards, your resources, your ability to make things, and obviously platinum is the big driver. And they talk about addiction in a way that's more about the negative aspects relating to sort of the gambling aspect, or talking about how it will take your money away and you'll spend too much money on it, and you ruin your life and push people that you love away, etc. But I think if you look at Warframe, it's clever because it gives you the opportunity to do that. But they've demonstrated in a couple of examples I remember seeing from some documentaries that when they've seen that behaviour happening, when they've accidentally created slot machines in kind of rolling for colours or types of patterns on Kubros and stuff like that, they've canned it straight away. So it sounds like they've got a moral compass and it's pointing the right way. But is it really in their best interest to have that moral obligation? Or are we in a situation where they actually, as a business, they need to be bringing in that money? It's a very sticky place to kind of have a discussion about. But I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this, guys. I mean, do you suffer from Warframe addiction? Or is it something that you think doesn't even exist? Do you think that it's too much that people play for thousands of hours? Or do you quite happily play other games, don't really see the addiction, and you just stumbled across this video and you thought, that guy's got a sexy voice, I better hear what he's got to say, I bet it's insightful? It's probably the latter, I get that, but, moving on. So, addiction in a negative aspect, and there's addiction in a positive aspect that probably isn't called addiction, it's probably called critical acclaim or cult classic, or something like that. Now I think Warframe kind of sits in the middle, in the grey area. It has practices that can promote that behaviour. So think of it more like a catalyst for your addictive behaviour. Because I have a bit of an addictive personality. I smoked for years. I now vape. I'm sorry, I'm one of them. But I've got addictive personality, and I think that Warframe appeals to that. But at the same time, I'm not ruining my life because of Warframe. I don't feel like I am anyway. Maybe I am. Maybe this could be a revelation video. I doubt it, because I'm nearly at the end. But you never know. But guys, that's my thoughts on Warframe addiction. It's a little bit of a brain dump, but I'd love to hear what you guys think, as always. Because I learnt so much through streaming with Warframe and having people get involved and watch the streams, doing bits and pieces and working through the story missions and cinematic quests. And I've been making these videos for a little while, and you guys have been teaching me so many things. I'd love to get inside your brains and hear what you'd have to say about the Warframe addiction. I know you're going to call it a problem. I don't think it has a problem. I think Warframe addiction is something that needs people much more qualified than I ever could be on the subject to discuss and have a look at how this goes, but also needs to be taking into account the experience of people that have played the game, okay, and understand what the game doesn't actually entail. It's much bigger than a single video. It might be one of those videos that needs to be in a series of kind of bits and pieces of the discussion. So if you've got any things you think I may have missed out in today's video, please let me know down in the comments. Please like the video if you haven't already, or maybe even dislike it if you can't stand sexy voices like this. And also subscribe if you haven't already and become part of the Overbite family. It would be lovely to have you. But until next time, don't forget that we have videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. We'll have a cracking video out on Saturday for you, and I shall see you in a couple of weeks' time for more solo stuff. Lee will be with you next week. But we have videos coming out 3 times a week, guys, so check back then for more awesome content. And until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, love you, bye-bye.